welcome everybody to another at-home practice. Thank you for joining today. It's lovely to have you. I'm Emma, and I'll be guiding you through our sequence today. A lovely yoga flow, moving with the breath, connecting to the body, and just noticing how we're moving, what we're experiencing, and just enjoying kind of being on our mats and connecting to those movements. So that's kind of what yoga flow is about to me anyways, moving mindfully with awareness and enjoying creating a strong body, strong mind and strong connection between the both. So we'll begin. We're going to start on our seats, so coming to a comfortable seated position today. So you can have the legs in half lotus or cross, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then just bring your hands to your laps, resting them wherever feels, again, comfortable for you. No judgment or expectation here. You can rest them up, down in the lap. You can rest them on the belly if that feels nice. And we're just going to connect to the breath a little bit here. And just settle in, just let ourselves take a moment to connect to the breath and just begin to connect to the body and the experiences we might be feeling in the body. So it's always a really good opportunity at the beginning of our practice to just take a beat, take a pause, and just tune in a little bit before we move. So when you're comfortable, just noticing that contact of your body against the ground, settling in, noticing the rise and fall of the belly, relaxing the shoulders, just giving the face a little yawn, stretch, maybe a little massage if that feels good. Just letting your whole face relax here, the muscles unwind. Maybe you sigh out through the mouth a couple of times. We're just going to move through a simple breathing practice. Nothing too complicated. We're just going to breathe in for a count of 2 and exhale for a count of 3. So taking a big inhale and then exhale completely. On your next inhale, breathe in for 1, 2, and then exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, exhale 3, 2, 1. This time inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Release 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And just release that count. Allow your breath to settle back into a normal pace. We're going to move through a strong practice today, focusing on connecting to the legs and the arms, so building that strong foundation throughout the whole body. Inhale, reach the hands overhead, big stretch here. Exhale, bring the hands down through center, bow the head towards the hands, press the thumbs into the sternum. Give yourself a big thank you for showing up. Lift the head, open the eyes if not already. And then take the right hand down, reach the left arm up and over. Lovely side stretch here. Exhale, softening. Inhale to reach up with both hands. Exhale, bring the left hand down, right hand over. And softening here. Inhale, come up. And exhale, bend the arms at the elbows, draw the chest forward, pull the arms back, and then take the hands behind you, lean back on the hands, lift the chest, open the chin, opening the throat, and then come forward, round yourself into that forward fold. Maybe you're on the fingers, the forearms, maybe you're here, just drop the chin, and then round all the way up. And then we're going to come onto all fours. So coming into our cat-cow, really connect through to your hands here, the tops of the feet, or tuck the toes. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone up. Inhale, exhale, rounding through the back. Lovely, push the shoulders away. Inhale, move with the tailbone as you work your way up through to the top of the back. Inhale, exhale, round. Inhale, tailbone up, drop the belly. Lovely. Last one, exhale, tuck the tailbone down, round up through, push the shoulders away, and then sit back onto the heels, stretch the arms out in front, child's pose, Balasana. Release out through the mouth. Inhale, round chin to chest as you come all the way through, and then drop the hips, lift the chin, cobra. Exhale to round all the way back, child's pose. Inhale to round through, chin to the chest, and then drop the hips, drop the shoulders, lift the chin. Rounding through the back, sitting all the way back, and then rounding through, and then drop the hips, allow the shoulders to drop down, lift the chin, cobra rolls, and then come all the way back, tuck the toes, lift up, downward facing dog. Come high up onto the toes here, bend one leg, straighten the other, lovely. And then really press into the hands, spread the shoulders across the back, bend the knees, lift the hip, belly to spine, lengthen through the back body, and then gaze forward, walk yourself up to a forward fold, hang heavy here. Lovely. We're going to move through a lovely lunge standing flow, so forward fold, enjoying that lovely stretch through the back of the legs, and then inhale, press into the toes, come all the way up. Inhale, lift the arms, exhale, bring them down through to mountain. Lovely, and we will flow. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, press the hips back as you float all the way down, bend the knees if that feels good. Inhale, lifts up halfway. Exhale, lower down, step the left foot back. Drop the knee, coming into a low lunge. Reach all the way up, sit out of the hips, and then sink down. Inhale to lift up a little bit. Exhale, bend and frame that front leg, step back to plank. Hold here, and then lower the knees all the way to the belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, lift up onto the knees, and then lift the hips, downward facing dog. Lovely. And then step through with the left foot, drop the right knee down, come all the way up. Arms overhead. Lovely. And then exhale, bring the hands down, step back. That back foot to the front foot, forward fold. And then reach the arms all the way up. Big stretch here. We're going to float all the way back down. Press the hips behind you. Lovely. Enjoy that lovely forward fold. And then inhale, lifts up halfway, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, release. Step the right foot back. Press that knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lovely. And then press into the front foot and the back foot. We're going to inhale, press that knee up. Straighten the front leg, and then exhale, press out, bend down into the front knee. Draw the elbows behind you, open the arms, And then exhale, frame that foot, step back to plank. Again, move through your flow. Knees all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, lift up all the way to downward facing dog. Hold here, one breath. Exhale through the mouth. Step through with the right, drop the left knee down. Inhale, coming up, lovely. So again, pressing into that back foot, press into the front foot as we lift up, straighten the front leg, press out through the back heel and then bend into the front leg. Lovely strong lunge here. Open the arms, lift the chest, and then exhale, release the hands and step the back foot up to meet the front, forward fold here, lovely. Really enjoying that lovely release. Exhale. Lovely. Inhale lifts you up halfway. Exhale, we release, and then we inhale all the way up, spreading the arms wide, coming all the way up, and then exhale, float it all the way back down. Inhale lifts you up halfway. Exhale, we release, step the left foot back, keep the knee lifted this time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, settle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Hold here. Exhale, release the arms, step back to plank. You can lower to the knees all the way to the belly, or you can shift forward and press the elbows to the side body, lower down to the belly. Inhale, cobra, shoulders away from the ears, squeeze the bottom, release down. Inhale, press into the hands, lift up, downward facing dog. Hold here, exhale through the mouth, and then step through with the left. Keep the right knee lifted as we inhale, rise up, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the front knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. Hold here. And then frame the front foot, step back to your plank. Again, knees to the belly, or shift forward, elbows to the side body as we lower through to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. And then tuck the toes, push up. Take the knees wide, come to rest in child's pose. Take a rest here. Allow the arms to be soft and heavy. Give yourself that moment to come back to the breath. Notice if you stopped breathing. Did you hold the breath anywhere? Notice the back body expanding. Really enjoying those movements. This is our opportunity to really come back to the breath, release the belly, ground down a little bit through the foundations. Our foundations are the points that meet the floor. So our hands, currently our arms, our shins, the tops of the feet, the forehead, those are our foundations. Grounding us down. Inhale, come through up to all fours. Tuck the toes, lift up to downward facing dog. Lovely. Come high up onto the toes, inhale, and then exhale, drop the knees, hover, and then inhale, push away. Exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale to lower, lower the knees, and then lift up. One last time, inhale, lower the knees, keep pushing out with the hands, and lift up. And then gaze forward, walk up through to a forward fold. Lovely. And then inhale, come all the way up, reach the arms out to the side. Exhale, bring the hands down through center. So we're going to move through a standing flow right now. Inhale, ground down into the left foot. Lift the right leg up. Hold it here. Point the toe, flex the foot. As we shift our weight forward, begin to shift that leg behind us. Keep a gentle bend in that standing leg. And then step that foot back, coming into warrior two. So press out through the back foot, bend into that front leg and wrap the thighs out. So imagine you're smearing honey up your thighs, and then bring the arms across. Gaze over the left fingers. Settle in here, strong legs. press out the foot. Try not to roll in, press away. So the idea is we're pressing away. Inhale, reach forward and then scoop it all the way back. Peaceful warrior. Gaze the foot if that feels good. Look up. Lovely. Peaceful warrior here. Maybe all the way up. And then exhale, bring the hand down, side angle. Gently rest on the thighs. We lift the arm over. Try not to collapse here, but lift up. Maybe release the arm, maybe straighten them away, but we're gently grazing the thigh. And then exhale, bring the hand down, come down into a lunge. Bring the right hand down and then twist open to the left, lifting the left fingertips up. Coming into a twist here. Lovely. And then exhale, bring that hand down, step back to plank, move through your flow. Knees to the belly, then cobra, or shift the weight over the hands, bend the elbows, lower through a push-up. Inhale, shoulders away, squeeze the glutes. Cobra, exhale, release. Lift the toes, tuck them in, lift the knees, press up to plank, lift up, downward facing dog. Spread the hands, spread out of the armpits, spreading the shoulders across the back, lengthening the back body as we lift the hips high, bending the knees, and then walk up to a forward fold. Lovely. Inhale, come all the way up. We're going to take that to the other side now. Exhale, release. So grounding down into the right foot this time. Really spread your toes as much as you can. Little monster munch feet, if anybody knows monster munch, they're these big, wide, fat-looking monster hands. So imagine your toes are really wide here. Lift up the left leg, hold it here. Active mobility. And then we're going to shift forward with the chest as we push out through the back leg, almost coming into warrior three. And then we're going to step back. Lightly place the foot down, pressing out through the back foot, bending into the front leg here. And draw the bottom down as you draw the belly in. So try not to stick your bottom out and crunch into the lower back. So if you can lengthen the spine, reach the arms away, look over the right fingers this time. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Relax the face, strong legs, soft shoulders. Inhale, reach forward, scoop all the way back, peaceful warrior. Gaze to the floor or up. Lovely. Inhale, draw your elbow to rest on the thigh, reach the left arm up and over the ears. So again, we're not collapsing, we're lifting up, maybe reach the arms away, gently graze the thigh. And then bring your left hand down to the ground, coming into a lunge, twist open to the right. Lovely. Draw the right hip back, press into the back toes. And then exhale, frame the foot. Step back to plank, move through your flow. Knees to the belly or shift forward. Elbows in, lower through push-up. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes. And again, we'll meet in child's pose. So bringing the knees to touch this time. Big toes together. Sit back on the heels and then drop the head down. You can bring the arms to the heels, or you can keep them out long, or you can bring the hands together and take a little shark fin, stretching the biceps and the triceps. Whatever feels comfortable for you, but allow the breath to settle back down. Just softening, enjoying. Feel free to take a side stretch here if you want to. Walking your hands over to the right. And then walking your hands over to the left. Try and keep the sitting bones grounded. And then coming back through center. And then slowly coming all the way up through to all fours. Take the toes out to the side, coming to sit on your bottom. So building a bit of core strength here. Bringing our Feet to the ground, sitting on our bottom, hands behind us. So shifting the weight back onto the sitting bones, come up onto the toes, drop the shoulders down, lift the chest, engage the belly as we lift the feet coming into boat. Hold yourself in here, so draw the thighs and the belly together. Lovely. Maybe reach the arms away, maybe lift the arms and the legs. Maybe bring them down, hold here, drawing yourself in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the feet down, bring the hands behind you, lift the hips, reverse tabletop. Draw the belly in, lift the chin back if that feels good. And then follow me. As we draw ourselves down, we're going to bring our bottom through our hands and press away. Inhale to lift up, reverse tabletop. Exhale, draw your bottom back, press away with the hands, engage the shoulders. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower and pull through, hold, and then release down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way over those legs. Bend the knees if you need to, let the arms be heavy. Drop the chin down. And soften here, let yourself just release, let go. Strong foundation, strong legs, strong arms. And then slowly coming all the way up, we're going to do that sequence again. So bring yourself back into the center, take the feet onto the ground, hands behind, shift back onto the sitting bones and lift the feet up, boat. So again, coming into straight legs, arms or bent legs. You can keep holding on here, good for the arms. Releasing, smiling, breathing. Holding here, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the feet down, bring the hands under the shoulders as we lift up, reverse tabletop. We're going to come to do 3 more of those Relaxanas. Exhale, we bring ourselves back up onto the heels, pushing away with the hands. Inhale, lift the hips, draw yourself back. Lovely. One more time. Inhale. Last one. Then draw, engage the belly, push away. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the arms, the chin, the face, the shoulders. Lovely. Inhale, come all the way up. Take the left knee in. Give yourself a lovely big squeeze here. And then take the foot out to the side. And then bring your other leg out. So we're in a slight kind of, I'll come shift. So we're bringing our right leg out a little bit and our left leg in. So coming into, we're going to do a half wide leg forward fold. So inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, begin to fold forward and let yourself come to wherever you rest. So hands on the floor, you might be here, but you should start to feel that stretch in between your legs. Lovely. Coming all the way down if you feel like you've got the space. But again, where we are is where we are. There's no pressure to force anything. Keep that right toe flexed a little bit. Release the chin. Lovely stretch here. Opening the legs. And then inhale, come all the way up. Twist over to the left. And then press into the left hand, reach all the way up, push the hips, right hand behind you, coming up onto the shin of the left foot, and then exhale, bring it all the way down. Draw your right leg in, and your left leg out now. Lovely. So again, coming into this half wide leg, forward fold. So inhale, lift up, and then exhale, fold forward, bring the hands down. Again, coming to wherever you fall. So you might be here, you might be here, maybe you're here. But think about lengthening from the hips over. So we're thinking about moving not from the back, but from the hips. Lovely. Press into that heel, engage this foot, the left foot. Release the chin. Lovely. Just enjoy the releasing forward fold. Lovely. And then slowly bring yourself up, twisting to the right, and then ground into the right hand. As you push into the right shin, reach the left arm up and over. Lovely full body stretch here. Press into the hand, press into the shin, lift up through the hips, and then exhale, bring yourself down. Lovely. Draw the legs in. And we're going to come down to our backs. Lovely. So taking ourselves into the center and then roll slowly all the way down. Draw the knees into the chest. Lovely. And then place the feet on the ground. We're going to come to a bridge posture. And if wheel is in your practice, we will come to practice wheel, but if not, we're going to focus on bridge posture. So grounding down into the tops of the feet, just snuggle the shoulders underneath you, press into the hands here, and then really engage the belly to the spine as we inhale, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, coming all the way up, and then maybe walk the tops of the arms underneath you. Maybe this is enough for you here. Maybe you can take the hands together and draw them down towards the ground. Keep the chin to the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. Really press into the feet here. Strong foundations through the legs, engaging the quads, the thighs, the hamstrings, all of the lower body. Holding here, coming down if you want to, and then coming back up. And then slowly releasing everything down. Lovely. So if wheel is in your practice, we can come to practice wheel, and I'll guide you through that. However, if you'd like to stay in bridge, please keep practicing bridge posture. So coming up in the same way for wheel, so bridge, just keep practicing what we're doing. For wheel, inhale, lift the hips up, coming onto the tops of the shoulders, and then place the hands by the sides of the head, kind of next to the ears, and draw the elbows in. Press into the hands as you come up onto the top of the head, and then imagine someone's lifting you up across the top of the back, and we press into the hands, pressing the arms away, squeeze the glutes, and hold here, looking back, opening the throat. Really think about lifting up from the chest. Big breath, exhale. And then slowly draw the chin to the chest to come out of it as we lower through the knees. Bring the head down. Bring yourself back, and then if you're coming down from bridge, just take the feet as wide as your mat, and then take the knees in together. Brilliant job. Take a moment here, pause, let the lower back release. If you want to windshield wipe the knees, you can, with the feet as wide as your yoga mat. Lovely. Great job. Or you can just keep the knees resting in. And then slowly, we're going to bring the knees into the chest, giving yourself a big squeeze here. And we're going to practice one more inversion, shoulder stand, which is a great way to build strength through the forearms, engaging through the core. So bringing the knees into the chest. Slowly lift the legs and begin to lift your hips up and press your hands into your lower back, and then lift the legs up. Holding here, press
into the elbows, lift your hips, draw your belly to the spine, keep your toes pointing, hold here. Really think about lifting up from the belly. Try not to move the chin. Allow the blood to rush down from the feet. If shoulder stand is too much, you can bring yourself back down and practice just legs up. So you can place your hands under your hips and just allow your feet to come up here, and you get the same benefits whether you're in shoulder stand or legs up. Vibriti Karina, holding here. Again, coming out of your shoulder stand, you want to bend the knees down towards the chest, and then you release the hands, slowly lowering the back down, supporting if you need to. Lovely. And then we just bend the knees and we're going to straighten out the legs just to come to a bit of a reset. So allow the feet to be long. Lovely. Just rest the hands on the belly. Soften here before we come to our final postures. Just a few more twists to open up the middle of the body. And maybe think of something you can find some strength for, some inner strength. Where can you connect to your foundations a little bit more so you can feel really connected and rooted and grounded? Take a moment to think of some things where you can find that inner strength. Inhale, bring the feet up to the floor. And then take the knees into the chest, take the arms a little bit wider, and then drop the knees over towards the right side, taking a lovely side twist here. You can straighten out the left leg if you want to. But just enjoying this lovely twist through the middle of the body. And then slowly draw the knees back up, taking them over to the left side. So drop the knees down. Again, you can straighten out the left leg if you would like. Looking over the right shoulder. Feeling that twist now through the right side. So breathing into the rib cage here, expanding out through the belly. Lovely. And then slowly coming up through center, taking hold of the knees, and then taking hold of the back of the thighs if that feels good, or you can keep hold of the knees. Start to draw them open towards the armpits. You can take hold of the ankles if that feels good, and if you can, maybe you take hold of the sides of the feet or the toes, and we're going to draw our feet up towards the ceiling, coming into happy baby. So a couple of variations there for you, depending on where you are, what's your body feeling like. Maybe you just want to hold the knees, and maybe rock a little bit. Maybe you've got the toes. Just drawing the knees to the armpits whilst we open the back of the hips, and just enjoy a little bit of a rocking backwards, forwards. Lovely. Just enjoying that stretch. Maybe you straighten the legs. Maybe you bend one and then the other. Having a little play here in your happy baby. Maybe you rock a little bit up the back, but allow the knees to be wide towards the armpits. So heavy here. Lovely. And then releasing the feet down. Take the soles of the feet together and open the knees wide, coming into Superbadakanasana, and then take the arms over head and then just draw the elbows down a little bit. So our final posture here, allow the lower back to round a little bit so there's a little bit of space here. Lovely. Soften the gaze if you want to. And then finally bringing the arms down, draw the knees in, coming into Shavasana. So getting comfortable here, taking the legs out long, heels as wide as your yoga mat. Rest the hands on the belly if that feels good, or bring the arms out to the side, palms facing up. And allow yourself to soften here. Allow the back of the shoulders to relax, the hips, the spine, the back of the knees, the back of the hands. Get comfortable with the neck and the head. Just scrunch, yawn. Just scan the body, see if there's any last little bits of tension or tightness. See if you can just let that go. And start to give yourself some thanks for practicing today, for showing up, for tuning in, for letting go. And as we move through our Shavasana, our relaxation, guided meditation, just let yourself once again come to the breath. Notice that breath dropping into the belly, rising and falling, moving up into the chest and the shoulders. And you begin to imagine the breath travelling down into the arms, down into the hips and the legs, into the fingers and toes. So as we breathe in and out, we notice the breath travelling, moving around the body. Imagining this pulsing, vibrating breath. Expanding and contracting through the body. So begin to draw your awareness and your attention to the sensations of the breath in the body. Where do you feel the subtle movements of the skin against your clothes? The cool air and the warm air against the nostrils? The relaxing of the jaw? The whole body just begins to soften into the breath. And maybe coming back to that count, so taking an inhale and a full exhale. As we breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just continue that count. In for 3, out for 4. If that's a bit too much, just reduce the count to in for 2, out for 3. Or if you feel like you've got a bit more room for the breath, inhale for 4 and exhale for 5. So make your exhale 1 count longer than your inhale. And stay with that count. And if the mind drifts in, just smile and acknowledge that your attention went elsewhere and come back to the breath. Whatever your count is, in for 2, out for 3. In for 3, out for 4, or in for 4 and out for 5. Your breath, your practice. But try and keep the breath steady and even. We don't need to rush. So whether your count is a long count or a short count, make sure your breath is steady and even. Try not to rush it. So if you're counting in for 2 and exhale for 3, make that a long, steady, even breath. In for 1, 2, exhale 3, 2, 1. So we're not rushing anything here, we're enjoying the breath and noticing how the body softens and relaxes a little bit more. And then just releasing that count, allow yourself to just be guided by the in and out. In and out. In and out. As I breathe in, I root down into my foundations. As I breathe in, I root down into my foundations. As I breathe in, I root down into my foundations. Slowly begin to move through the fingers and toes, rolling the ankles and the wrists. Maybe taking a full body stretch overhead. Big smile as we draw the knees up, taking a hug. Ooh. And let whatever you need to do come into the body. And then slowly roll all the way over to one side. Gently push yourself up, coming into a seat, crossing one leg and then the other. Keep the eyes soft, smile on the face. Connect to your belly, your chest. Big inhale. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. As I breathe in, I root down into my foundations. Thank you so much. Bring the hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer, bow your head. Thank you very, very, very much for practicing today. It was lovely to have you. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you felt strong but grounded. I hope the legs felt a little bit more engaged. So yoga flow is really about moving mindfully, not necessarily fast, but with awareness and a mindfulness of how we're moving the body and connecting that to the breath and noticing what's going on in the mind. So thank you for joining. It was lovely, 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 lovely.